An olecranon fracture can result from a fall onto an outstretched hand. It may also occur due to direct impact on the posterior aspect of the elbow. Comminuted/multifragmentary olecranon fracture. Displaced intra-articular olecranon. Osteoporotic bone where locking construct preferred. .7 mm AV-Wiselock Olecranon Tension M Plate. Low profile, ultra-thin design for minimal prominence and comfort. High tensile strength for stable fixation during early recovery. Variable angle locking for precise fragment capture. Oblong hole for compression and fine adjustment. Secure fixation in osteoporotic bone. Supports early controlled range of motion. Minimal soft tissue irritation with contoured profile. Bendable distal to proximal holes without compromising integrity. Position the patient laterally with the injured extremity supported on a padded armrest. Reduce the fracture anatomically and insert a 1.6 mm K-wire for temporary fixation. Insert the K-wire from the olecranon tip toward the anterior cortex of the ulna. Use serrated jaws reduction forceps to ensure proper fracture reduction. Contour the Olecranon Tension M Plate with bending irons as per bone shape. Position the contoured plate over the bone. Temporarily fix the plate using 1.6 mm K-wires through the K-wire holes. Position the straight end of the 2 mm variable angle double drill guide on a proximal plate hole. Drill a pilot hole across the fracture using a 2 mm drill bit. Alternatively, use the other end of the variable angle guide to drill at an angle if necessary. Measure screw length using a depth gauge. Use T8 screwdriver star head with cortical screw holding sleeve to insert a 2.7 mm cortical screw. Repeat for a second 2.7 mm cortical screw. Confirm that the olecranon plate sits flush on the bone. Tighten both proximal screws securely. Remove the reduction K-wire and reduction forceps. Engage the oblong hole with pointed reduction forceps to pull the plate flush against the ulna. Use 2/2.7 mm self-centering double drill guide with 2 mm drill bit in the oblong hole. Measure the appropriate screw length using a depth gauge. Insert and fix a 2.7 mm cortical screw in the oblong hole using T8 screwdriver star head with cortical screw holding sleeve. Recheck reduction with forceps. Position 2.0 mm variable angle guide on locking hole to fix plate. Drill a hole with 2 mm drill bit for 2.7 mm AV-Wiselock screw. Measure the screw length with depth gauge. Assemble T8 screwdriver shaft, locking screw holding sleeve, 1.2 Nm torque limiting attachment, and handle. Lock the plate with 2.7 mm AV-Wiselock screw using the assembly. Repeat the procedure for other distal holes at varied angles. Tighten proximal cortical screws if required. This completes the Olecranon fracture fixation using Oxion's Olecranon Tension M Plate. Keep the limb elevated to reduce swelling. Encourage early finger and wrist movements. Begin gentle elbow motion as tolerated. Start gradual strengthening once fracture union is achieved.